Example number 2. Okay, evaluate limits of two functions. So, multiplication to, no? X plus 4 quantity times the square root of 2x plus 10. So, again, evaluating limits as a whole, product. So, multiplication, sabi pwedeng pag-hiwalayan. So, solution, we can write this as, limits of x plus 4. Napipindot ako. This time, x approaches to 3 times limits of the square root of 2x plus 10 as x approaches to 3. So, napaghiwalay na natin as a whole. Okay, so next, sabi ko, straightforward from left to right. So, sa left, sum rule. So, sum rule, pwede ulit paghiwalayin. Limits of x plus limits of 4. Both x approaches to 3. Okay? Tapos times. So, lagyan ko muna ng parenthesis para hindi tayo malito. Times, open parenthesis ulit. Okay, limits of the radical. So, sabi natin sa rule kanina, pwedeng ipasok sa loob ng radical si limits. Sorry, 2x plus 10. Where x approaches to 3. Okay, do you follow? Nakakasunod pa rin. Okay, madali pa naman, no? Equals. So, yung first term, so first quantity, pwede nang i-apply yung theorem ng limits. Limits of x, where x approaches to 3, is 3. Plus, limits of constant, walang kasamang variable, is still the same constant. Okay, so natanggal na natin yung limits. Okay, yung sa kabila naman, since it is, okay, addition, pwede rin ulit paghiwalayin. Times, okay, paghiwalayin natin ulit, radical, limits of 2x plus limits of 10. Both x approaches to 3. Okay, so basta sundan nyo lang yung theorem, hindi naman nakakalito yan. So, yung first quantity is now equals to 7. Okay, times, okay, yung dalawa naman, no? Yung limits of 2x, pwedeng ilabas si 2 according sa theorem. Tapos, i-evaluate natin yung limits ng x, where x approaches to 3. Where the second term on the radical limits of constant is still constant, 10. Okay, burin ko lang muna. Okay na. So, isang limits na lang ang kailangan ngayon natin i-apply. Okay, sorry for that. Istorbo. So, we have 7 times, okay, 2, and limits of x, where x approaches to 3, is 3 plus 10. So, we have 7 times square root of 2 times 3 is 6 plus 10, we have 16 times square root of 16. And square root of 16 is 4 times 7, we have 28. So, that's the final answer. Tandaan na, pag kayo magsasolve, final answer, pwedeng lagyan ng palatandaan na yun yung final answer or i-enclose nyo. Yung iba, pinipirmahan pa yan para walang kawala. Okay? So, madaling intindihin ang limits. Okay? Sasabihin nyo siguro, Sir, bakit hindi na lang i-direct substitute si x kay 3? Okay, hindi sa lahat ng pagkakataon pwedeng i-direct substitute. Sa problem ni 1 at saka ni number 2, possible na mag-come up kayo ng tamang sagot. Pero, again, case-to-case basis, may mga problem na hindi pwedeng i-direct substitute. So, alin yon? So, let's continue. So, burahin ko lang muna ito. Okay, so paano mabuburahin ito ulit? Okay? Ay, sorry. Burahin ko lang muna to. Tagal tayo, no? Okay, so sige. Skip muna natin to. Tagal tayo. Ito na lang. Okay, ito yung tinatawag nating indeterminate form o forms. Eh, bakit naging indeterminate? Kailan ba nagkakaroon ng indeterminate yung form? Okay, pagka hindi tama yung evaluation. So, what do you mean hindi tama yung evaluation? Okay, for example, consider the function defined by both the numerator and the denominator. Kasi kailangan yung denominator mo hindi pwedeng maging 0. Kasi pag naging 0, any number divided by 0, okay, baka magkamali kayo baka sabihin yung 0 is undefined. Hindi pwedeng maging 0 ang denominator. Lalo na kung both numerator and denominator ay 0. Baka naman sabihin nyo, Sir, any number divided by itself is 1. Ako, mababatukan ko kayo. Joke. So, hindi pwede yun. No? 0 divided by 0 is exempted to that rule. Hindi siya pwedeng maging equal kay 1. So, nililinaw ko lang po sa inyo na hindi siya pwedeng maging equal kay 1. So, ang sagot ay undefined. So, ang tawag natin sa form na yan ay indeterminate form. So, pag nag-direct substitute ka dyan, katulad ng sinasabi nyo kanina, okay, that would be the next impossible thing na mangyayari. Okay, so, binurabura ko lang to. Okay, ito yung example ngayon natin. So, sabi, example number 1, sa indeterminate form, evaluate the limits of x squared minus 4 divided by x minus 2. Okay, by inspection, kita nyo na agad na kung papalitan ko si denominator, yung x ni denominator ng positive 2, ano mangyayari ngayon sa denominator? Siyempre, if x is equals to 2, okay, so 2 minus 2 will become 0. So, hindi pwedeng mangyari na denominator mo ay 0. Okay, same thing sa numerator. If x is 2, 2 raised to 2 is 4 minus 4. So, magiging 0 over 0 indeterminate form. Sir, paano pag ganon? So, bonus na po ba? So, hindi. Learn how to apply limits. So, hindi pa pwedeng maging sagot nyo ay undefined. Okay, so paano gagawin ngayon natin? Okay, before you apply limits, kasi pwede, diba sa ano yan? Sa theorem, pwedeng paghiwalayin actually No? Pwedeng paghiwalayin na limits on the numerator divided by limits on the denominator. Pwede yan. But, pag in-apply nga natin ng ganyan, magiging undefined kasi indeterminate yung form, so hindi tama. So, ang gagawin ngayon natin, bago nyo i-apply ang limits, try nyo munang i-evaluate. I-evaluate muna natin itong expression kung masisimplify nyo muna. Okay, so paano simplification ang gagawin? Yan na yung sinasabi ko sa inyo, no? Kailangan master nyo ang algebra, lalo na yung factoring. Okay, so paano natin yun ipa-factor? Factor nyo muna itong numerator. Kasi yung denominator simplified na So, by factoring the numerator, ano factor niya? It can be written as x minus 2, x plus 2. Oops, sorry. Ganyan. Okay, divided by x minus 2. Baka nakalimutan nyo yung factoring. So, hindi ko pa nagagawa yung video sa factoring, pero mag-review kayo. Like what I said, importante yan. Diyan nahihirapan sa factoring yung mga naging estudyante ko for 2 decades kasi hindi nila master yan. So, wala muna tayong evaluation ng limits. So, by inspection, since I have x minus 2 on the numerator, x minus 2 on the denominator, cancel. So, if I'm going to rewrite the problem, so this will be just equals to x, limits of x plus 2, wala na akong denominator, where x approaches to 2. So, mas madali ko ngayon i-evaluate yan. So, hindi na magiging indeterminate yung form niya, hindi na magiging undefined yung sagot. So, according sa rule, limits of addition, we can separate now or distribute limits to both terms on the quantity. So, ganyan na magiging itsura niya. So, again, limits of constant x, where x approaches to 2 is 2. Limits of constant is still constant, so the answer is 4. So, hindi pa pwedeng walang sagot. Okay, so ayan yung number 1. Ito yung number 2 naman. Let's try answering number 2. Ayan. Okay, so number 2, ang sabi, evaluate x cubed minus 9x plus 10 over x squared minus 4 where x approaches to 2. So, by inspection again, tingnan na lang ang denominator, wag na yung numerator. If I'm going to replace x as equals to 2, so 2 raised to 2, dito tingin sa denominator, will become 4 minus 4, 0. So, indeterminate pa rin yung form na undefined. So, ano gagawin ngayon natin? So, apply ulit natin yung factoring. But, ano ba yung mga alam yung mga factoring methodologies? So, one of the factoring method, kung mataas na yung degree ng numerator, okay, pwedeng i-divide nyo yung buo kasi this is improper. Paano ko naging sasabi improper? Mas mataas kasi yung degree ng numerator kaysa sa denominator, kaya i-divide mo yon. Yun yung long division method. So, ano yung long division method? So, pwede mong i-divide ng ganito. X squared minus 4, i-divide nyo ng x cubed minus 9x plus 10. Okay, ganyan yung long division method. Okay, so natatandaan pa ba yun? Okay, parang hindi na natatandaan. Sige, try ngayon natin ha, long division method. Okay, but the first thing para sa long division method, i-arrange nyo muna yung numerator accordingly, no? In decreasing order. If there is our missing term, ito muna tayo ha, write zero coefficient. Sige, sulat ko na lang dito sa baba. So, ito muna yung numerator. Yung x cubed minus 9x plus 10. Apply ko muna yung rule. Pag meron daw missing term, write zero coefficient. Kaya si x cubed, highest. So, walang x squared. So, plus 0x squared. May 9x minus 9x plus 10. So, yan yung magiging kompleto natin equation. Yung sa denominator naman na x squared minus 4, may missing term din. X squared plus 0 coefficient para kay x minus 4. Okay, so ganun mangyayari, no? Parang ito ngayon yung nasa labas. Tapos, i-divide mo ito, yung sa numerator. Actually, okay, ito kahit hindi mo nalagyan ng 0 para hindi makagulo. Pero okay lang kung lalagyan mo ng 0. So, anong tawag dito sa loob? This is the radicand. Ito namang nasa labas, okay, divisor. Siya yung taga-divide. Yung sagot, radicand. Dito pala yung tama, no? Wala tuloy ako. Okay, so dividend, divisor, and quotient. Okay, so yung sagot quotient ngayon. Okay, now, let's start. Paano ba nagsisimula? Divide the first term of the dividend doon sa first term ni divisor. Okay, so x cubed divided by x squared is x. Kailan ulit i-divide? Pag improper. Mas mataas ang degree ng numerator kaysa denominator. Improper, kaya i-divide. So, first step, divide the first term of the dividend. So, divisor, x cubed divided by x squared is x. Now, this is the first term of the quotient. Nangyari. So, ito naman, i-multiply ko pa isa-isa. Dito, dito, at dito. I-divide natin isa-isa. So, x divided by, multiply, no? X times x squared is x cubed plus, kapag minultiply, is still 0 kasi 0 naman siya. 0x squared. Ganon. Tapos, x times negative 4 is negative 4x. So, next, subtract. Change the sign, not ng nasa ilalim, no? Ito yung magiging subtrahen, kaya change the sign, magiging negative, negative, positive. Then proceed sa rule ng addition. So adding x cubed plus negative x cubed, cancel. 0 plus 0 is still cancel. Negative 9x plus positive 4x is negative 5x. Okay, so, ano na yung magiging kasunod? Okay, yung magiging kasunod niyan, ano na? Stop na. Okay, pag nag-stop, ito yung magiging remainder. Okay, paano naging stop yan? Kasi, mas mababa na yung, what do you call this? Mas mababa na yung degree ng dividend kaysa sa divisor. Kaya, stop na. Pero kung ito ay nasa square pa rin to, for example, na squared pa rin, so equal pa rin sila, hindi ka mag-i-stop dyan. Tuloy-tuloy yung mangyayari sa'yo. So, stop na. So, this will be the remainder. So, anong gagawin sa remainder? Ipa-plus mo na ngayon yung remainder doon sa sagot. So, negative 5x magiging, ano siya, numerator. Tapos, yung divisor mo magiging denominator. Ganun mangyayari. Okay, so, sa long division, hindi uubra kasi, okay, nagiging mix. So, ang gagawin nating method na mas effective is, okay, synthetic division. Okay, ano yung synthetic division? Okay, doon sa synthetic division, ganun din. If there is or are missing term, write 0 coefficient. Pero ang kukunin lang natin is the numerical coefficient. Okay, numerical coefficient nino. Okay, ni x cubed, 1. Numerical coefficient ni x squared, 0. Numerical coefficient ni negative 9x is negative 9. Tapos 10. Ayan, importante rin. Yung denominator, wag na muna natin pakialaman, no? Pero, dito tayo makakakuha kasi ng clue. Okay, ano yung clue na sinasabi ko? Itong x squared minus 4. Kung i-equate ko yan sa 0, so si x squared is equals to 4. So, mangyayari, pag in-square root mo yan, x will be equals to plus minus 2. So, yan ang magiging multiplier natin sa synthetic division. So, pwedeng positive 2 or negative 2. So, multiplier natin, kunin ko muna sa positive 2. Okay, doon kinuha yan, ha? So, ito yung steps synthetic division. Upon completing the table, bring down the first term, 1. Si 1, multiply kay 2 is 2. Tapos, i-add. 0 plus 2 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Add negative 9 plus 4 is negative 5. Negative 5 times 2 is negative 10. So, dapat yung last term must be 0. Pag hindi naging 0 yan, mali yung multiplier ninyo. So, actually, ito manghuhula talaga kayo dyan. Nagkaroon lang ng clue because of the denominator. Okay? So, ano nang mangyayari ngayon dito? Okay, dito sa part na to. Sorry. Okay, itong part na to, ito yung magsisilbing bagong expression nyo ngayon. So, anong expression yon? Okay, ito na yung magiging, okay, kung kanina nagsimula ka sa x cube dito, magma-minus 1 ka na sa exponent. So, ito na yung magiging 1 kasi numerical coefficient ni x squared. Since positive, si 2, so plus, si 2, pababa, decreasing order, x. Okay, minus 5. So, ito na yung magiging, okay, buburahin ko lang tong isang to, ha. Ayan, oops, sorry. So, let's ko lang ulit. Ito na yung first factor, and then the second factor, ito. Kasi parang x is equals to 2 yan eh. So, ipasok ko sa loob, x minus 2. So, x minus 2. So, ayan na yung magiging factor. So, kung papalitan ko na tong problem na to, okay, yung x cubed minus 9x plus 10 is the same as x squared plus 2x minus 5 times x minus 2 divided by yung x squared minus 4 ulit is a factor of the sum and difference of two binomial. X minus 2, x plus 2. Ayan yon. So, bago ko i-evaluate si limits, I can cancel x minus 2. So, magiging itsura na lang niya. Now, we have limits of x squared plus 2x minus 5. Okay, divided by x plus 2, where x approaches to 2. So, by inspection, if I'm going to replace x approaches to 2, so 2 plus 2, magiging 4 na siya. So, pwede ng direct substitution. Okay, ganun yung mangyayari. So, parang yung x approaches to 2, magiging 2 squared plus 2 times 2 minus 5 divided by 2 plus 2. Kasi hindi magiging indeterminate yung form niya. So, we have 4 plus 4 minus 5 over 4. Okay, so 4 plus 4, o baka may mag-cancel dito ha. Nako, mali yun. So, 4 plus 4 is 8 minus 5 divided by 4. So, we have 3/4. So, this is the final answer. So, ganun lang yung pag-evaluate ng indeterminate form. So, maraming indeterminate form pa tayong aaralin. So, sunod-sunod yan, no? Marami pa yan. So, that will be our next example siguro. Tapos, may continuous pa yan. May iba pang example. Okay, so see you on the next example.